Hey, it's John Ondrasik from Five for Fighting, and I'm here in San Francisco with West Coast Songwriters to chat with my fellow songwriters about all that goes into writing a song and the successes and failures along the way, and hopefully we can share some stories and maybe learn a thing or two along the way. And when I first started, there was this stigma of having your songs in commercials, but then I think the Rolling Stones did one, and then that collapsed overnight, and then Sting did one, and now everybody's chasing those slots. But sync and licensing is a huge part of being a songwriter, and you need to educate yourself on that, attach yourself to people who do that for a living, because you can make a living as a songwriter if you're in sync alone.
I'm the Executive Director of West Coast Songwriters. I've been running West Coast Songwriters now since 1988, so close to 30 years. The purpose is to offer opportunity and education to songwriters, so giving people the opportunity to meet and greet with other songwriters and with the industry is a great way for them to further their careers.
I'm Jennifer Aiden, and I've been a member of West Coast Songwriters since I was probably about 16 years old, and it has really launched my career. I've been coming for a while now and have moved to Nashville in 2007 and had my first #1 hit with Blake Shelton, and the song was She Wouldn't Be Gone, and I owe so many thanks to Joni and Ian for their wonderful organization, and I recommend joining West Coast Songwriters so that you can have the same opportunities that I did.
Silver and blue. With no mood, and I'm so lost without you. I don't know where to go without you.
Hello, I'm Marcus Barone, and welcome to the West Coast Songwriters. I'm a motion picture music supervisor and executive in charge of music. I also have a production company, which is actually a music songwriter workshop for anybody that wants to write songs for films. And basically a movie that I'm working on, I'll convince the producers to have songwriters write along while the film is being produced. And these sheets, every time the movie's on television, that's where you get your money. Bing, 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 bing. So every broadcast person has a cue sheet, and every performance organization, Ask FBMI, has the cue sheets from this movie studios. And that's how you get paid every year, four times a year.
YouTube has deals with most of the publishers and record labels that authorize the use of a user-generated upload that has somebody else's content with those licensing parties, the publishers and the labels, participating in advertising revenue.
Hey, this is Empathic with Focal Productions. I'm doing a conference here at the WCS. It is a great resource for songwriters and musicians alike. You guys should come check it out.
In the film industry, we know what a director does, right? All the responsibilities, we pretty much understand what's on a director's plate to pull that off. And that's what a producer does in the studio. I don't know why we're called producers. We should be directors. It's more what we do. We direct what happens in the studio with the artist, and then, ultimately are responsible all the way down the line for the finished product. To the label, if there is one, to the artist, to everyone. We're the ones that work with labels and artists at the same time. So.
It'd be about blue eyes, about a southern drawl, how you open up my door, and how fast my heart would fall. They said stay away from bad boys and dirty old cowboy boots. They tried to warn me, but nobody warned me. They tried to warn me, but nobody warned me.
Calvin Lee. I'm a 17-year-old singer-songwriter, and I'm here at the West Coast Songwriters Conference right now in San Francisco. And what West Coast Songwriters means to me is, it's a community. It's a community of creatives who are here to lift you up and support you and give you insight. And it's one of the most freeing experiences to be here with so many creatives and so many genuinely talented and expressive people. I feel very, very happy and free and ready to learn when I'm here. So I actually just got signed to a record label, so it's Art Club International, and within the next little while I may be partnering with Atlantic Records, which would be really exciting. And so I've just been writing and getting ready to release my EP.
Figure out what your best method is. The notion of deviating from that sometimes is really smart. These days it's hard to get up. Some doors are better left shut. Is the person feeling really good? Like, what's going on?
Folks, this is Chris Merrill at the West Coast Songwriters 37th Annual Conference. What West Coast Songwriters means to me is it opened up a lot of doors for me. Once the Song of the Year in 2010, and went on to live in Nashville for a couple of years, and have gotten to write and record with a lot of major label artists and hit songwriters, and none of that would have been possible if not for the West Coast Songwriters. So if you're on the fence, I encourage you to get involved with this wonderful community, because we're here for you and we're here to help you.
I'm gonna fake it till I make it, and everybody's gonna believe it. Maybe even me. "72 and sunny, 72 and sunny, 72 and sunny. Oh, what a lovely day." Thank you.
Michael McNevin, and I'm at West Coast Songwriters because I'm a songwriter, and I've been coming here since '91. They've been really great over the years, learning from the ground up with this group. They're great for the youngsters, and they even let the old guys in once in a while. Voting for Sean Colvin, Johnny Cash and the Carter Family, Donovan, people like that. Get up and sing 2 songs and don't say a word. You know, and pretty strong ones, and let people get to know you a little bit. If you've never played for the audience, if the people you already know and they're regulars, then that might be different. But you get them to play 2 songs, and you talk a little bit, and then you hit them with 3 and 4. This is according to my friend in Venice. I don't even know if it works yet. But she read something about it, and you design a set. Your 3 and 4 songs are supposed to be really strong, and then your 5th one strong also, but the 6th one you can get weird.
Because I'm an educator as well as a performer, and I love sharing my wisdom and experience with people who are here and throughout the world.
What's your name?
My name is Victoria Theodore. I'm a pianist, singer, songwriter. People know me mostly from being a keyboardist and singer with Stevie Wonder and Beyonce.
Love to support what they enjoy. All right, and so if they enjoy your show, they become your evangelist. Like, they get excited about even knowing you, to be able to follow you, to say like, that's my friend, I know this person, and she made me laugh, or he made me, he made me get in contact with somebody that his song was about getting in contact with your friend. I called somebody up, that was a connection that was real for me.
John Lester, and I'm here to kind of give back to the WCS. I learned a lot from back when it was the NCSA. I started doing song screenings and pitching tunes and getting a lot of great feedback. And that feedback was super valuable for me for crafting songs and performances. And so I've made some great connections. I work with Gretchen Peters a lot, who I met at the 1999 conference, and she heard me play and liked what I did, and we started working together. When people don't know your songs at all, telling a story and setting up this image, then all of a sudden, once you're in it and once you're singing it, then they're with you. You can really feel it. That upright bass just thumping. Man, that joint was thumping. Working at the Hunter Club scene, I left the joint with a smile on my face. Those gray-haired geezers just owning that place. Every Friday they'll be feeling fine, just stepping back in time. Yeah.
Come visit sometime. Aluminum oasis, if you don't mind the drive. I got cold beer and cribbage, AC and propane. Come visit sometime, and I'll do the same. I'm 99 for a moment. I'm dying for just another moment, and I'm just dreaming, counting the ways to where you are. In 15, there's still time for you. 22, I feel you too. 33, you're on your way. Every day's a new day now. It's a new day now. It's a new day. There's never a wish better than this. Better than this. Better than this. When you only got 100 years to live. There you go. Thank you.